Hi everyone, welcome to this reading on what makes you attractive. I am super excited for this one. I hope that you guys are too. And every single person is attractive in their own way, and we're gonna dive deep into what makes you attractive. I've got the 3 piles here, so you can just feel them out, see which one you're drawn to. Pile 1 is right here, pile 2, and pile 3. We've got Standstill, Jaguar, and Pachamama. So if you chose pile number 1, the Standstill card, then this is your reading. Let's get into what makes you attractive. I'm getting this really chill vibe. You guys either might be more introverted or you just really like a lot of alone time. You like to process things really heavily, really deeply. I think that you guys might have a very overactive mind, and something you've really tried to harness into your reality is slowing that down and taking time to yourself, because I think you guys also might be a very empathetic person, so you pick up on other people's energies very often, and you have to have some time to yourself to really be able to process what it is you're going through. Okay, you know what's really cool? A message that I'm getting right now is that you guys, you are like the life of the party, but I feel like you're the life of the party in a way people don't really expect, and I think that that's really attractive about you. I'm seeing you at different events or gatherings, and you're so fun and spontaneous, and you just have this really good energy that people like to be around. And I think that that is the case because you go so deep inwards and because you really look at yourself, because you take that time to be with your own energy, to sit with yourself, to acknowledge how it is you're feeling. And so you really have a really great ability at being able to transform that emotional state within you. And because of that, I think that you have very much a lively energy when you go out, because you've already done so much work, so you don't really need to put on a mask when you're out with people. I think you guys are an extremely authentic person, and I think that makes you really attractive to other people, because people feel like they can also just really let loose in your energy, because that is the energy that you bring to the table. You're like, I'm just having fun, I'm being myself, I'm being authentic. And I think you guys are just, I don't know, I'm getting this energy that you're quite a spontaneous person, or you just let march to the beat of your own drum. I'm hearing you guys dance like no one's watching. And that's very attractive about you. I think that you guys have quite a wild energy that people really like, and I think people even want to see you. I think people are kind of perplexed by your energy at times, because the way that you come across when you're around others is very lively and upbeat a lot of the time, but I think you also really know how to match the energy of a room, so you're also, you can go really deep as well. You're not the kind of person that's just like, I'm here for the party, I'm here for the party, and then you walk away as soon as the conversation turns philosophical. It's like, if the conversation turns philosophical or it turns to something that is more deep, you're just as there. You know, you're just as there in those moments, and I think people really like that about you, because it's like, how are you such a party animal and then you're also such a deep philosopher the next minute? Like, I don't understand you. I think something else that people also find really attractive is you don't shy away from anything. I feel like you guys could have a lot of Sagittarius energy in your chart, a lot of Sagittarius and a lot of Pisces, or possibly even Cancer. But yeah, it's like you guys don't shy away from anything that life has to offer. I think you guys have a very adventurous spirit naturally, and so you really explore everything that there is. You guys might have like a really heavy Jupiter placement somewhere in your chart. Like, heavy Jupiter could be on the ascendant, or it could have Piscean energy around your Jupiter placement, or Scorpio energy. But anyway, enough with the astrology. Yeah, I think you guys also really know how to, you really know how to cater to people's energy, you really know how to cater to people's needs. And whenever someone needs something from you, you really know exactly what to give to them and how to give it to them. So if someone really needs to be livened up, they really need to express themselves more, you know exactly how to get into their energy and allow them to be more free and express themselves more. But if they need love, if they need a hug, if they need admiration or someone to hold them, like, you really know how to give that to them as well. You really know how to hold that space for them. I think people really see you as a journeyer, a voyager, in a sense, where what makes you attractive is you can go anywhere and you go where the wind takes you, and you're more of a person that lives in the moment. And I think a lot of people are extremely inspired by that, because many other people, they live a lot in their heads. They live a lot in what they're feeling because of what other people might be feeling towards them. And I think you guys really don't do that anymore. There might have been a time in your life where you did participate in that, but I think you guys have always had like more of a carefree energy. At least this is what people see about you. You guys might be still working through that in your own way, or still feel like, Nala, I still I still have that. I'm not just like, oh, la-di-da-di-da. But I think people really see that about you, especially when they first see you. But as they get to know you more, they start to see more of that deeper side of you come out, more of that. The word that keeps coming through is philosophical. I don't know why, like this more philosophical aspect to you. And I think when people start to see that, they start to become even more attracted to you, especially people who are more nerdy. People who... Why is this the image I'm getting, spirit? I don't know, but I love it. I'm gonna say it. So... people who are more like, you know the vibe of charming nerdy, like someone who's very charming but they are so nerdy because they know so much, and it's like I'm getting the image of like a tall sleek man wearing a lot of black, and they're so charming and nerdy, and maybe they don't have a ton of like super outward energy, but they're extremely attractive because it's like they're magnetic. I think you guys might attract a lot of people like that because your energy is more like, here I am, and like I'm kind of, I don't know, maybe you guys kind of like to be the star of the show sometimes, but you also, I think you guys know when you need to be or when it's more comfortable for you to be the star of the show, and when it's more comfortable for you to take more of a backseat. I think you guys have a really good balance between that. But what I was saying is that I think a lot of people with that stereotype might be attracted to you because you tend to be more of an open, expressive person, and they really are pulled in by that. And I think you guys might even be pulled to people, like, honestly, you know what? I think you guys are actually more pulled to people who have more of that lively, expressive energy within you. That's just like a side note. I don't know why that came through. I just saw 1111 on my camera as I was saying that. But anyway, yeah, I think you guys also have a very big heart. You have a very big heart and you really want to help people. And that's also extremely attractive about you, is like whenever someone is in need of something or they need help, I think you guys can take on a nurse-like role, a doctor-like role, and get them what they need. You will go wherever you need to go to help them. Let's use these cards now and see if anything else wants to come through. Some people might be on your social media. Okay, I feel like you guys are quite physically attractive. I think most of the people watching are probably females, but I mean, you could be male too. Obviously, take it how it resonates. Like, you don't have to be female watching this. But I'm getting kind of a very wild energy, a very open energy. I think that you guys might be quite tapped into your sacral energy, into your sexuality, into like your expression, right? Because our sensual energy, that part of us is really just expression. And a lot of people in the society close that off. And I think that you guys are quite connected to that. I think that might have been a journey of you guys connecting to that and opening yourself more. And I think a lot of people are very attracted to that. And I think that's where a lot of your wild side, your more lively, expressive side is, and where it lies, and how you've gotten to that place. And I think a lot of it has to do with you exploring yourself deeper so you could unlock that, because maybe in the past it was really hard for you to unlock that because you didn't really know what it was or what it meant. But I think now that you guys have really connected to that, it's freed you. And a lot of people can feel that in your energy, and they're magnetically pulled to that because they subconsciously want that expression as well, and they don't know how to find it. And I think that you guys really help people find that, and that's very attractive about you. And that's a very feminine energy, right? That wild, expressive, this is who I am. It's more of a feminine energy, because a masculine energy is like all the rules, all the structure, but that feminine energy is like, I'm here, I'm listening, I'm wild. I think you guys have really tapped into that. And with this card that came out as well, this Girl Talk card, you guys are probably a girl's girl, if you are a girl, or maybe if you're a guy, you are a guy's guy. You're very connected with the people that are similar to you, and you really try to lift people up, bring awareness to the good parts about them, and people really, really appreciate that about you. And I think that you guys also really aren't afraid to give compliments. You aren't afraid to hype someone else, to hype someone up, tell them how it is, and people find that really attractive about you. They're like, oh my gosh, you are actually seeing me. I think this is how people feel about you. When you're talking to them, or even just when you look at them, it's like, wow, this person is really seeing me. This person is really seeing what's good about me. They're really acknowledging the best parts about me. They're trying to get me to open up in the best way. And I think even the way that you guys talk about yourself, like yourself, is extremely attractive because you're quite confident. I think you guys are quite a confident person. And people really love and admire that about you because they want to be on that level as well. And I think people who are on that same level as you are extremely like either sexually attracted to you, or they just really like you, because there's not a lot of people who really have such a wide open expression. And I think people who have that as well, when they see that within you or within someone else in general, it's like they really want to see what that's about, because they don't see that very often. And so I think a lot of people, you guys like have a very powerful energy, a very classy, like position of power kind of energy. And a lot of people who are in that same energy really want to court you, like they really want to date you. I think a lot of people do want to date you guys, and I think you guys are quite physically attractive. I don't know why I'm getting this picture of longer hair, like maybe you guys like to move your hair and you really like to dance. I don't know, but that is all I have for this reading. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. I love you all so much, and bye. Hi Pile 2, if you guys chose the Jaguar card, then this is your reading on what makes you attractive. So instantly, I'm just feeling from this card and from your guys' energy is you're quite a magnetic person. You quite have this energy about you that just kind of sucks people in. You could have a lot of Scorpio energy in your chart, also Leo or Aries as well. What makes my beautiful Pile 2s attractive? Oh, okay, so your guys' strength makes you really attractive. Your ability to walk away from anything that doesn't serve you. Like, okay, so the image that I'm getting is you having almost this addictive kind of quality about your life. Maybe there were different things in your past that were very addicting for you, or just very passionate and fiery and flaming. And you have walked away from those things to have peace, to find a different way of living. And that is extremely attractive about you guys. And it gives you a very strong sense of belief, a strong sense of confidence. And I don't even think you guys are fully aware of the kind of energy that in itself amplifies to the people around you. Because when people are in your energy, there's such this sense of strength, such this sense of power of you being able to take anything and turn it into something else. I feel like you guys are the pile in this reading where you are masters of alchemy. If you don't know what alchemy is, it's taking something that is not the greatest and transforming it into gold, transforming it into your greatest strength, into your power. And I think that is something that is extremely attractive about you guys. I'm hearing that you don't hold back. I think you guys don't hold back with what you want to say and how you want to feel. I think you guys are the type of person where you don't change your feelings for others, which might kind of sound like a bad thing, but it's actually a very beautiful thing, because it's not that you guys are just saying mean things to people like that. I don't think you guys are mean, but it's this energy of, I won't hold myself back for you if you're not going to see who I am fully. If you're not going to come at me with the energy of who I know I am, then I'm not going to hold myself back for you, because I come in with my own energy, I come in with my own power, and I'm not going to change that for anyone. And a lot of people find that really attractive about you. Like, you guys might be around a type of person who doesn't really like to uplift others, who is more in like a mean kind of energy, more in this like jealous kind of energy. And there are other people around that, like I'm seeing just in a group setting, there are other people around that who aren't like that. Okay, they don't have that kind of energy. They are more similar to you. And I'm seeing someone try to test you or try to try you and say something to make you feel bad about yourself, but it's really just a reflection of their own energy. And you not putting up with it. You saying, that's not who I am. I know who I am. It's almost like you laughing at that, because you know so much of who you are because of everything that you've been through and everything you have transformed and walked away from. And then the other people in that group setting laughing with you, being like, oh, like, baby, you played with the wrong person today. And what's actually really great about it is that person who was trying to make you feel bad, or who was being jealous of you, was trying to throw shade or negative energy your way, it actually really kind of makes that person go through a spiritual awakening in a sense, because now they have to look at themselves and realize like, oh, not everyone is just going to conform to what I say about them, and some people actually are going to clap back or have a different energy towards me, and maybe my disrespect isn't the greatest thing, and maybe I shouldn't do that to people in the future. So I think you guys really, you transform people who have negative intentions towards you, which is really cool. I think that you guys are very, very heavily protected. And yeah, that's just one thing that people are really attracted to about you. Oh, people are also really attracted to you guys' ability to read people. You guys might be the type of person who listens to the energy of a situation before you put all your energy into it, before you speak out into it, because you guys know the power of creation. And you want to see what the vibe is before you put your vibe onto it. You want to see if it's even worthy of your energy, worthy of your time, worthy of your attention. I think that you guys are very protective of your energy, which is really great. People really admire that about you as well. And your ability to be able to read a situation and know how much of your energy you want to give to it is really attractive. I think a lot of people who, actually there's a mix. I talked about this in the first group as well, so I want to talk about this with you, because this is also something that's coming through for your guys' group, is the kind of people that are attracted to you. I think you guys have two kinds of people who are really heavily attracted to you. The first one is people who are more similar to you, who maybe don't talk as much and they kind of read the room before they come into your energy. It's almost like black cat versus golden retriever. And I think that you guys definitely have a mix of that, but you kind of are more black cat when you're around other people, especially people you don't know as well. You're just kind of but it's very powerful. It's not necessarily just reserved. I don't think you guys are shy. It's just like, it's almost quiet confidence. And a lot of people who are very similar to that in a way are very attracted to you. And it's like, oh, whoa, like this person is so powerful. And they're very attracted to that because they're so similar to that. And I think people can really spot you from a room. And I think that you guys also really know who's attracted to you. You also really know the energy of a room. So you can tell if people are kind of eyeing you. And then you choose whether you want to give that energy back or not. I think a lot of the times you don't because you're really, this is a side note, but I think you guys are really waiting for the right person if you are single. If you're in a relationship, then that's great as well, but that was just another side message that was coming through. And the other kind of people who are attracted to you is very golden retriever kind of energy, is people who are really open and expressive and loud. And I think people are really, those kind of people are also really drawn to your energy. And I think that you guys, it's like you don't even really give the time of day to those kind of people a lot of the time because I don't think you guys want to. It's like sometimes I think you guys might feel like people's energy is too much, especially these kind of people, but you tend to really attract those people in often and you're like, oh, it's too much. Like, I have so much power. I'm hearing, I don't know if you can handle the heat. I don't know if you can handle the pressure of the deepness of what I have, and you have to prove yourself first. Anyway, let's get into these other cards and see what other messages want to come through for you guys. Your guys' energy is so funny. I feel like you're such funny people without even trying. Like, and people find that really attractive about you, is just the way you look sometimes is so funny, or just one little thing you say is so funny. You guys might have darker humor or just have this kind of humor. It could be sarcastic or just this kind of humor where you're just yourself and it's so naturally funny. Yeah. You're just sitting there and it's funny. Like clockwork. Yeah. Ooh, you guys are giving model energy. You guys are giving poised. It's giving, I'm in the exact right time, the exact right place, and the exact right energy. You guys might have, oh, you guys have a seductive energy. I can't even lie. I can't even lie. Oh, look at this card that just came out as I'm saying that. You guys just have a seductive energy. I feel like the way you guys walk, the way you look at people, the way you talk is just mesmerizing. I think a lot of strangers are really attracted to you. I think a lot of people can pick you out from a crowd, which is actually, that part itself is similar to pile number one, but pile number one's depiction of how people pick them out from a crowd was different than your guys' energy, because your guys' is more almost untouchable. Not that I think you guys wouldn't be nice or that you'd be super closed off if people were to come up to you. It's not like that. I think it just, people find it kind of hard to want to come up to you because they don't know how you're gonna react to them, just because you guys exude such this power about you that people don't really know how to approach you, but they find that really attractive because they're like, ooh, ooh, ooh. What is this person about? You guys have kind of a mysterious energy. But then when people start to get to know you, they start to talk to you, become like your friend, you show a lot of people how to change themselves. You show a lot of people how to plant their own seed of abundance into the ground and grow that tree up for themselves. People really find that attractive about you as they get to know you more, is how strong of a person you are, how much you have walked away from things you know you don't need, and how much you grow into the person you want to be. I think you guys have a very determined energy about you, which people really like as well. But yeah, I don't know why I was... Oh my gosh. Like, you guys do have an addicting energy. This is so funny. It feels like people can't get enough of your guys' energy because it's like power. Power. What's that one TikTok audio? It's about power. It's about drive. It's about passion. I don't know. I don't know if that's even right. But I think you guys have, it's giving like Megan Fox. I don't know why I heard Bella Hadid. I don't even know exactly what she looks like. Wait, no, I do. Yeah, your guys' eyes are very attractive. And I think your guys' bodies might be really attractive. But yeah, what else wants to come through, Spirit? Let's get one more card. I think a lot of people open up to you really quickly, but then they get kind of scared by how intense your energy is because you can like transform their energy without them really even having to do anything. They could just sit back, you could listen to their story and actually be changing timelines for them through working with their energy. And you guys do that very subconsciously because you do it so often for yourself that it naturally happens in other people. I think you guys really wish the best for people. You really are the type of person who wants to help people, wants to motivate people, wants to help people live their best lives. And it's in a very coaching-like energy. I feel like you guys, I don't know why I was seeing like a hypnotherapist. Like you guys could be really good therapist kind of people. You could be very good at, I'm hearing the word just coaching. You're really good at coaching people. And maybe this isn't even spiritually, it could be physically. Coaching people athletically, coaching people on anything, whatever you guys have knowledge in. You're very good at coaching people. And I think a lot of people can open up to you very quickly. And then, like I said, be kind of scared by that energy. And it's like, can you take the pressure? Can you take the heat? That's what I was saying earlier. And a lot of people really like that about you. Like people who can take the pressure of your intense energy, they want more. Anyway, okay, so I think that's all I have for this reading. I hope that you guys enjoyed it, and I love you all so much. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. If you guys chose the Pachamama card, then this is your reading on what makes you attractive. This reading has been so fun. I seriously love it. Okay, what makes pile 3 attractive? Ooh, I'm getting a different energy from you guys from the last piles. Okay, so you guys are very intelligent people. You know a lot. I think you guys know a lot about the earth. You guys might have a really strong connection to the earth. I feel like this is my hippie pile. This is the pile in the reading that is more spiritual probably than the others. Not like that you're more spiritual than, because every person is spiritual, but I think that you guys are just more connected to the actual rituals of spirituality, shamanism, really knowing the death and rebirth cycle, really having a lot of knowledge in different areas about either different gods or different spirits, the earth, the elements, all of those kinds of things. And I think like people are really attracted to that. I think people are really attracted to the hippie vibe that you guys have. You guys might dress in either looser clothes or more hippie looking clothes. Take that as it resonates, of course. I think that you guys have a very chill vibe, very laid back, relaxed. You don't rush anything. I don't think that you guys rush anything. You're like, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. I'm gonna get there in the perfect time. And you guys just might spend a lot of time connecting to the earth, connecting to spirit, connecting to whatever it is you believe in. You really spend a lot of time in that. You really acknowledge that. And I think that you guys are very much way showers, way finders, different kind of people in the best way. You're different. And you've always known that about yourself and you're really embracing it now. I think you guys are just a very carefree spirit. I think that you guys could take on different hobbies and get very good at them very quickly. I don't know why that's coming through, but people find that really attractive about you. And I think it's because you don't take anything too seriously and you live life in a very detached state, in a very detached way. And so you can manifest things really quickly because you're not attached to the outcome. And I think also that's how you guys get a lot of your knowledge, is you're not attached to really knowing so much about it. You're just doing it because you love it. And you become very good at things very quickly, become very knowledgeable in different topics very quickly because of that. And yeah, that's really attractive about you guys. I think that people are really attracted to how quick you can pick things up and how much you're just willing to be yourself and to live free. I think a lot of people won't catch you in very mainstream areas of life. They won't catch you in like a stereotypical party, right? I don't think that you guys are attached to a lot of things. You probably don't have an attachment to sex or drugs or alcohol or anything like that because you like to live very naturally. I think you guys are a very natural person. You might like to eat a lot of natural foods. And I think people are really intrigued by the way you live. They're very intrigued by your energy. They're very intrigued by how you live your life and how you do it. I think a lot of people wonder how you can have so much discipline. And it's funny because I think you guys do have a lot of discipline, but it comes kind of naturally for you in a way. Not naturally, I think you guys have worked to get here, but it's something that you love so much that you really could never let go of because it gives you peace, it gives you sanity, it gives you everything you've been longing for. Yeah, it really gives you everything that you've been longing for in life. And so it's something that you really couldn't give up because I think it's a part of your guys' purpose. I think it's a part of the path that you guys walk. I think you guys are really meant to be here to birth a new awakening on earth. You guys are probably very pulled to the idea of a spiritual career, to the idea of helping the earth be a better place. You might really care for animals. You might be into activism, to animal rights, people rights, the truth of things. You guys might be really into the truth of things. This reading is really reminding me of two different people in my life, which is really cool. And one of those people is actually a shaman that I am friends with. And yeah, I think you guys are really, you're not afraid of the crash and burn. You embrace the crash and burn in life, and that makes you really attractive. This pile is really different from the other ones. Not to say like one is better than the other necessarily, but I think that you guys, you don't care as much about the shallow things of what people find attractive about you, which, first of all, you can care about the shallow things. I can be quite shallow sometimes. Like I can like, oh, like you find me attractive. So there's nothing wrong with that. But I think, and maybe you guys were even maybe drawn to another pile, and so you have both of those aspects about yourself. If you were drawn to another pile, maybe go watch that one as well. There might be some messages in there for you as well. But I think a lot of your guys' energy just doesn't really care about those things because you're so deeply connected to your purpose. Whoa, this is like making me emotional. I really love your guys' energy. You're so deeply connected to your purpose, who you are as a soul, who you are as a person, and what you came here to do. And you're locked in, like you're locked in. And I think that is something people really find attractive about you. I think people find there's an attractiveness about you that is so much more soul resonant than anything else. People are attracted to your soul. People find attraction within their soul because of how you emanate your soul, because of how you emanate your energy. People want to change their life because of the energy that you guys put out. It really makes people question a lot of things. This is why I said I feel like you guys are really a leader of the new earth. You're really someone who is meant to do things differently. Like you're putting your bare feet on the ground. You're running around, dancing around like a little fairy hippie, like a little kid. And people are like, what is that about? They want a taste of it. They want to understand it. Something that I'm seeing, like this image that's popping in for you guys, is you posting something online or you doing something in public or you saying something to someone and people not knowing exactly what that means. Like either the vocabulary that you used or the way that you did it, the way that you expressed it, or even just what it is as itself, whatever it is. People don't know what it is because it's so different and new. And I'm seeing people go on Google and look up after their interaction with you or after your post on social media, like look up what that is or what that means, because people are like, what even is that? Like, what is that person even talking about? But they're so intrigued by it. And it's literally their higher self telling them to look it up because your energy is so important. And people go to look that up and they're like, wow, like what? And it actually causes people to look at things in a different way, and they might even start speaking that way or talking that way and not even know why, or not even realize that they're talking in that way or using that vocabulary, because it was just so potent. And a lot of people were like, I think the fact that you guys are such hippies, the fact that you're such different people, that you're such new people, a lot of people are just very inspired by you. They could be really inspired by the way you dress. Even if it is just really casual, people are inspired by that. I think that you guys also could be really creative, so you could wear a lot of jewelry, a lot of beads, or kind of have a more casual, laid-back style, and then also a very hippie, here I am kind of style, but you like to really be free in the way that you dress, the way that you express, what you learn, what you do, how you transform. It wants to be free, it wants to be connected, grounded to something. And yeah, like I was saying, people might be really attracted to that. They might be really attracted to, yeah, the way that you guys dress. I think a lot of people want to follow you. They're really inspired by you because you show a newness in the way that you express your energy. And it's like, you know what's really funny is I think a lot of people who are more mainstream, a lot of people who are more spiritual just are really inspired by you. But a lot of people who are more mainstream are also very inspired of you, but they don't really know why. They don't really know what the purpose of it is. And I think it's just because the energy that you guys are, the soul that you are, like the person that is incarnated into this earth, or the being that you are truly, that's connected to the divine, is so sacred, is so whole, is so holy, is so like everything that this earth needs. And so a lot of people who are in that mainstream energy are very attracted to that because they subconsciously want the earth to be a better place, and you consciously acknowledge that. You consciously work towards that all the time. Like, you're so connected, and that's why a lot of mainstream people are like attracted to you. And I think a lot of it, they are attracted to your style, or they're attracted to your confidence or your free spirit. And a lot of more spiritual people who are more similar to you are attracted to how you live in your purpose, are really attracted to how someone can be so deeply connected to what it is that they're here to do. And not to say that you guys are like always like that, even though I feel like you are a lot of the time. You probably have your days where you're not so connected to your purpose, where you're feeling a little bit down, where you're worrying about things. But I think you guys also have a really big confidence that you know that it will never stay like that forever. You will never be in that energy forever. You will always transform yourself, get yourself out of that place. And that's really inspiring to a lot of people as well. I think you guys also might be kind of bridge weighers. Isn't the right word? Like you bridge the connection of a modern technology with old traditions of spirituality. And a lot of people really like that about you, how you can bridge those two concepts together. Oh, I haven't even used this deck yet. You know what? Let's use this deck and see what other messages want to come through. Oh, wow. Okay, so, oh, my camera's about to die, but I'm gonna try and finish this reading. Hopefully it doesn't just cut out. You guys might have a very exotic energy about you, and you might also want to live somewhere that is very tropical. Live somewhere with palm trees, live somewhere that has a lot of wildlife, a lot of exotic nature. You might want to live somewhere that is of a different culture of where you were born, or just somewhere that's very warm. You might also like to show a lot of your skin and be very free and be like you might just let your hair grow, like your arm hair, your leg hair. Just like, I need to be me, I need to be free. You guys might have also been really drawn to pile number 1 because this is kind of a similar energy to pile number 1, but I feel like your guys' expression is even more wild. It's more, not that it's not clean, but it's more wild. It's more, I am who I am, and I am who I want to be, and I love who I am. And I think a lot of people, because pile number 1 also had that very wild energy. So if you guys are drawn to that as well. But I think a lot of people who are as spiritual as you, or maybe even not that they're below you, but they're just maybe not as into the spiritual path as you are. They haven't been on it for as long. They haven't been awakened as long as you, or people who are on your level are very attracted to you in a twin flame, like soulmate kind of sense. A lot of people feel like you are their soulmate.